Welcome to the Lovestead.
Hello, welcome back to Lady Lovestead Reads. I'm Jessica, and this is my June 2022 TBR. Are we getting a glare on my glasses? I think we might be. Let me take them off. So here at the Lovestead, I do like to read a good combination of the dark and twisted and the light and cozy. Lately, it seems like I've been leaning more into the dark and twisted, but I'm starting to get back into like a light and cozy mood. I've been craving some cozy mysteries, so I'm excited to get back to those. I only have read like 3 cozy mysteries this year, and I usually read at least one a month, so I don't know what it is, but I just haven't been in the right mood for cozy. I did struggle a bit this month to find any like readathons or readalongs or things that are like happening in the community in June. So if you know of readathons, readalongs, challenges, things like that are going on, please let me know in the comments down below. I usually like to watch the booktuber Paige at Pages with Paige. She posts every month a whole video that just lists all the different things going on booktube that she can find, and so I really like to watch her video every month to kind of plan my own TBR and know what I'm going to participate in. And she hasn't posted that video, at least as of today, that I have seen, and today is Saturday, May 28th. So and I'm not saying that to like speak badly about her by any means. She doesn't have to post those videos ever. So I'm just saying that like my process is usually to go to her. So I did look around and just try to gauge and feel like the people I usually follow, the people who are usually hosting these kinds of things. And I just haven't seen much going on in June. So if you know of things that are going on, please let me down below, because I do really like participating in the community activities that we do here on BookTube. Without further ado, let's get into my TBR for June. The first category is Carryovers from May, and I am reading a thriller right now that I think I'll finish before June, so I may or may not have carryovers going into June. I think I want to try to get to the next Rizzoli and Isles book. I think I want to try to get to the next Rizzoli and Isles book before the month is over for AAPI month. But that might not happen. There's some chaos happening in my life right now. There's a lot of wind outside. The dogs are going nuts. My friend's baby is in the hospital, so she's messaging me back. There's some chaos happening right now as I'm trying to film this, and we're just gonna roll with it. Everything's fine. So long story short, I don't know if I will have any carryovers from May going into June. We'll just have to see. The next category is book clubs, and I've been an active member of 2 specific book clubs. One is the Killing Time with Cozy's book club, and as I've already said, I haven't been in a cozy mystery mood lately, so I haven't been doing a whole lot with the book club other than just like checking in with everybody on Discord. The other book club that I was an active member of was Middle Grade Monthly, and that was hosted by Gavin at How to Train Your Gavin, Jade at JD Ray Reads, and Pris at Pris Peruses, but they have disbanded the club, which makes me so sad, because that was like one of my favorite monthly things to plan for, was Middle Grade Monthly. But that's fine. Like, I understand people can't do these kind of things forever. It takes a lot of work to run a book club, so there's no book for that. But for Killing Time with Cozies, since I am getting back into my cozy mystery era, there are prompts that we do in that club. So the club doesn't like pick a book and force you to read it. They do like a series read along that you can participate in if you want to, but then they draw Orlando. He has to do a pro tech. So anyway, the club does prompts where they draw prompts out of like a big bunch of prompts. So everybody in the club like suggested prompts to read, kind of like you would in a readathon, like a book with red on the cover or whatever. And every month they draw from that bucket of prompts. And there are 2 prompts this month that we're reading for. The first one is a book, if I don't knock my camera over, a book set in a B&B inn or resort. And I don't know what I'm going to read for that yet. I'm going to pick it based on my mood. There are a lot of options. I'm just going to pick it based on my mood. The second prompt is to read a book with red on the cover or the word red in the title. And for that, I'm going to read Killer Jam by Karen McInerney. And this was actually a book suggested to me by my friend Ro at Cozy Ro. She doesn't have a booktube channel, but she's active in the Discord and everything like that. She was so kind, and she suggested this book for me, and it was so personalized because it's about farms. And so I want to read that one because it does fit the prompt. If you look at the cover, it has red on the cover. And I want to make sure that I'm reading all of those anniversary recommendations. So I'm definitely going to read that one. It's on Kindle Unlimited too, which is like, Ro knows me so well. She's like, farming, check. Animals, check. Kindle Unlimited, check. Like, love you, girlfriend. The next category is readathons and readalongs. I was participating in the Out of the Coffin Readalong, which is my friend Ange at Ange's Book Chatter and Amy at BookTube with Amy. They are hosting a read-along of this series, Sookie Stackhouse, which is the book series that the TV show True Blood was based on. And I made it through the first 2 months with them before I fell like woefully behind. And like, I'm so far behind on that read along. I just could not keep up. I just couldn't. So I am gonna just scrap that schedule for myself. I do still want to read the books. They're on my Serious About series list for the year. And what I'll probably just do is, as I read the books, probably this year and into next year, I'll watch their live shows as I get to them. So still gonna do that, but I don't want to force myself to read any of those this month. Sookie Stackhouse books have a specific quality and a specific mood to them that, like, I really think I have to be in the right mood to appreciate them. And so I'm not going to force myself to read them if I'm not in the groove to read them. So in terms of readathons, I know that every year BookTube likes to support LGBTQIA authors and books and representation because it's Pride Month, but I don't know of anyone specifically hosting like a queer readathon or anything like that. So if you know of someone who's actually doing like a formal version of this, please let me know down below. For myself, to celebrate LGBTQIA Pride in the month of June, I'm going to read Loveless by Alice Oseman. This is on my 5-star predictions list, and this is a book about a woman on the asexual spectrum. I am on the asexual spectrum, and I don't know entirely what it's about. I know that Alice Oseman is a beloved writer. She's a BookTube darling. She wrote Heartstoppers, which is all over everything right now. And I think I'm going to love this book. Why? Mostly because Alice Oseman and Ace. I don't know anything else about it. I think it's YA. I'm not sure. That's it for readathons, really. The next category would be everything else. And I do have a couple other books I'd like to get to. You might notice that my TBR is fairly small this month because I just really need to leave room to mood read. I find that when I load up my TBR with a bunch of books that I am, forcing myself to read, I get burnt out pretty quickly. So I have to have room to mood read in there, which is why I think I've only got like 5 books formally listed here. Is it even 5? Yeah, it's 5. So 5 books formally listed on my TBR. And then I'll do a lot of mood reading the rest of the month. So the other books that I have left to talk about, the first is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I have a goal to read a classic every month or 12 classics by the end of the year. So this will help me with that. This was also recommended to me by my friend Helen at Helen's Book Haven for my anniversary. So I'm definitely going to get all of those books read this year. I've committed to that. So getting 2 of them done this month, which is Killer Jam and then Sense and Sensibility. This is a classic. I think most everybody knows what this is about. And man, the print in this is so tiny. But anyway, gonna read it. Next on my list is Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. And this is a book about a young black girl who survives Hurricane Katrina. It's on my These Books Will Self-Destruct list for the year. I only have like 5 books on that list and I haven't read any yet. So I'm going to get to this one here in June. I feel like with it being about Hurricane Katrina, it's like set in the summer vibes, that it'll meet that seasonal need. Because I do tend to like to read seasonally too. So this is on the list. And then the last book that I want to read this month for sure is Migrations by Charlotte McConaughey. This book is literary fiction. It's also on my 5-star predictions list. And it's about global warming basically. So it's about a woman who's tracking the migration patterns of a specific species of birds. And I've heard really good things about it. It's pretty short. So looking forward to it. That's what I plan to read in the month of June. Have you read any of these books? If you have, what are your non-spoilery thoughts about them? Let me know down below. If you just want to leave me an emoji to let me know that you're here, go ahead and leave me a thundercloud emoji because we get a lot of thunderstorms in June. And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink good coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.